I was sitting here thinking, when it look like this, y'all, it's just that chip in the phone. When the chip's in the phone, and like when the phone is doing the little makeup stuff, the phone itself, camera on the phone itself be adjusted. I don't know what the hell that is though. But anyway, when I was sitting here thinking, I'm thankful that I'm dealing with all this the way I'm dealing with it. But I was sitting here thinking like, I was listening to these messages because they swapped my network up a lot. I was like, or I ain't even gonna say that because that's gonna sound crazy. But I was like, they sound decent though. They ain't bad. They ain't good neither because I don't think they're for me. But ain't no change happened to me in the physical. I haven't had a change in the physical. I ain't talking about like so far as my health. I'm talking about like physical as in physical material stuff. Me changing okay. I haven't had no change in the physical since 2016. Let me see, 2017, maybe. And that was when I moved back up. Otherwise, all them doppelgangers and stuff, and the ones who did all that devil deal, whatever they had going on, that's where everything's still going. I still don't even get mail, and I'm still invisible. I think that's part of the selling your soul process. Whoever did that to sacrifice me, I still itch my head on that. I don't know what the hell she was thinking. But anyway, ain't no changes though. So far as my health and understanding the new spiritual stuff, a lot of changes, a lot of upgrades maybe. But ain't no changes. Everything been stagnant like it's supposed to. That's how I knew somebody sold their soul. Because no matter what, I would have been in that this changes. Something about me would have been an advance or something in the physical. I even if nothing else, I'd have got a decent job I've been working with right now. But this time, nothing changed. And then everything that I was supposed to get, somebody else got. Which leads back to what God told me. I'm going to say this again because I don't think I said it but once or twice, and that was probably an eye in the building. Way God told, like, I'm supposed to stay right here. Everything gonna come back around. So when you think about that, somebody sold their soul. And then he was like, don't feel bad. And everything you do ain't for nothing. That goes in with all the work that I done put in. That I ain't got no credit for, the music, the lectures, everything. And said, somehow your flame gonna have everything that you supposed to own. And it's gonna come back to you. So I figured, one, either somebody sold their soul, and or two, somebody gonna die. So they sold, and the time got to give out for me to get my stuff. Somebody gonna die, and I get my name back, or the person that sold their soul gonna die, and the other person gonna be able to give me my stuff back, maybe through well, like a false marriage thing. Somebody did something like a divorce or some shit, and or uh, uh, somebody gonna come and get me and let me know what happened. Then the other story was about a flame, another flame, a twin They're reaching out to me because this affected everybody somehow. This affected the whole family tree. And so with that being said, it affected the ones I ain't never met. And somehow they gonna start noticing stuff that's been going wrong in their life. And they gonna tie it into this situation. You know, everybody's supposed to have came together and try to resolve it the right way. Because somehow it affected us in a good way though. It's supposed to been good. It's supposed to been like people reuniting with their real family tree. Not real. Yeah, is it real? With their real family tree and with people who actually love them. All of us, not just me. And that was pretty. But them all like different ending stories though. So I don't know which one which what real. But I mean, all of them real. But I don't know which one real. Which gonna happen this time. And this and that. Blah 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 blah. But I just thank God I'm able to deal. I dealt with it the way I've been dealing with it. I ain't really feeling going outside. But I'm gonna go out here for a little bit. I'm gonna walk though. I've been under the. I got a sinus infection or something. It don't hurt, but it's irritating. But I feel like my ears need to be polished. Like my whole head just is stopped up. And been like that for weeks now. Normally they get like that because I'm supposed to have a shot every year. A sinus shot. It's like an infection shot. I always wonder why I used to have to get them. I know now though. Them damn things don't go away. But I had to figure out how to make a natural. And antibiotic. I think it's something to do with it. Let me shut up. Anyway, it ain't no drug. It's something to do with something like peroxide or something. Peroxide. Anyway, natural. Don't even do that. Don't even listen to me, y'all. Poor people gotta do this. They ain't got insurance and stuff. Can't go to the doctor. Even if I could, cause you can't trust nobody. But anyway, um, yeah, I've been stuck in the same spot. Like that's how I know it's the devil did, cause God told me. Was that a cheat? Maybe I guess you could say. Outside of that, you know, like the new twin, they just keep me going. Get up every day and do that. It's like the new energy know what happened. And it's like you just gotta keep moving. But I'm gonna start taking a day off. I was gonna let it be Saturday and the weekend probably, but I don't know. I gotta ask God about it. You know, I feel like I need rest, really. I feel like I ain't getting proper rest somehow. Something to throw it off. Or it could be magic they throwing. Cause like when somebody sell their soul and they sacrifice you or try to, it's like you constantly getting attacked. You constantly getting attacked. And it's like, you know what? Yeah, everybody get your energy. It don't matter. It's like honestly, it's like shit. 5, 6 people got my energy. It's like the energy was split amongst 5 or 6 people. Um, I don't know though. That could be wrong. Could be one person. I don't know. 2 people. Whatever. 3. I know it's a rapture though. And maybe I noticed that because I'm in purgatory. It's boat raptures and all that. Because God keep coming saying, enough with the rapture. Thank you, Casper. Because it's like, I ain't got to do it, really. Even my vessel's full. Y'all high yourself done told me y'all full. I ain't even got to do nothing with y'all. And like I said, they come on me and then they go. I know because other things change around me that I just don't talk about. And then I think my grandpa, I feel like my grandpa was murdered a little bit. I really do. I feel like my grandpa was murdered. Because my grandpa had something unique about one of his organs or something. And as soon as my grandpa got sick, it's like they started attacking him. I felt like, and it could be doctors and anybody. I ain't really just talking about the family. And when I used to be with me and my grandpa were friends. We were close. And my grandpa just had this disturbing look in his eyes. Like, once he got sick, like, I'm gone. Cause he was like, he told me to watch certain family members. It was just the way he talked to me, like, cause when he first got sick, my grandpa, it was like he knew they was going to attack him. And it didn't have to be the family at all. It could be like just the fact that he had to go to the doctor and who he was or what he was. He was like, I never told this story, but I'm gonna start telling it now because it's been bothering me for the last 3 days. It was like, it's something off about it. It's something about organ or something, or they think. And they off, I feel like they off my grandpa to get that organ. Because as soon as my grandpa was always healthy and always ate good. He wasn't that healthy about him. He caught some kind of something when he was older. He needed to go to a doctor for, let's say he had a colon something, but it wasn't even colon kind of thing. He needed to cleansing. Like when you get a certain age, but when they knew who he was, immediately they did some slick shit. They don't do doctor. None of my family do doctor really. And it's like everybody kept attacking them, and then it's like the family. It's like the family was more on. When my grandpa and grandma started getting sick, it was like, it seemed like everybody was more on, get them out of here and we could do this. But they didn't do it. They didn't do it now. I'm saying they didn't do it, but it was like, the love really wasn't out of everything my grandparents did for the family. I don't feel like, let me just say that, because I ain't saying they killed nobody. If anything, them damn doctors did it. But when it come down to my family, uh, as much as my grandparents did for the family, I don't think nobody in the family did right by them, period. I think it was all about greed, and that's why I call them monsters. Because only them type of vessels would react to something like that after as much as my grandparents did for all of us. I don't know about that though. I don't know what really went on. They kept me in the dark. I just know black people in general need to change that. I remember working with a woman. She was an older lady. And she would tell me stories. She was very brilliant. And she actually used to get on my nerves. But for all the right reasons, though. She was an older lady, man. Her name was Mary. She acted like a warrior angel. Warrior angel tend to get on your nerves a little bit. But I like saying supernatural. How they say angels just as bad as demons. That's what they be saying. But they be saying that because of the way their attitude is. They're more dominant, direct. Like how people say, some people say they didn't like Bruce Lee because he probably was a warrior angel. Warrior angels talk a lot of shit, don't take no shit, stuff like that. So, she told me stories that was real. She was like, you ever see homes and stuff vacant, they nice, cars and stuff vacant, nice, unused cars, that's because somebody stole the deeds and forged the deeds in somebody else's name and said the land and the stuff really go down because they can't live in. They really ain't supposed to be in it or live in it. And said they just do it for the money. And she was talking about how she seen so many people do this. Like in this little town, it seemed like that shit went on a lot in just this generation. Like something that typically wouldn't be done that much. It was like somebody went around and told people to do this to people. And they did it to way too many people at the same time, especially in this little town. And it's like a lot of properties, but she was talking about the energy because she was very spiritual. She was talking about the energy of the stuff when this stuff happened. Talking about how the energy be all like the houses be haunted and everything. And I started noticing that too. Like, it's like these people, it's like when they say your grandparents rolling around in the grave or your ancestors rolling around in the grave or the dead rolling around in the grave, that's what that means, man. It's like that's one thing I noticed, when they ask you to do something before they die, it's something about that will contract. And what people don't know is that when you are historians, I don't know if it like that with everybody, and I guess you would call royalty people historians. They got monitor spirits with them. That's from the spiritual side, the celestial side. And you got to do right by them contracts or nothing will go right. Everything will go wrong till y'all die out of here. And what I noticed about a lot of people around here in these little rural areas, when they do stuff like that, they'll take it to their grave and go straight to hell. Just like I said about my ex-wife the other day, don't do that. It ain't worth all that. Stand up for what you did wrong. And some of y'all ain't even going to prison or nothing for it. All you just gotta do is make right what you wrong and still don't want to do it. That's why y'all on demon time. And it don't matter if you somebody great. And I know somebody right now. I know a group. Hell is like a body. Hell is like a body laying down there. I know a vessel that's over the feet. I know a vessel over the stomach. And I know a vessel that's over the, I think, arm of hell. And all three of them harassing me. They don't know I know it. They're around me. Because they were born in it. They the same family line, you know what I'm saying? All three of them harassing me. But I don't even know if they know that they that though. They probably just think on the surface they bad people. That's why I was gonna teach this yesterday, but I've been talking to God about it, whether should I do it or not. Because I can somewhat teach it to you in a way to where everybody can notice these vessels and trees, like what Hitler was trying to do. Hitler just didn't figure it out. Hitler thought it was coca. Hitler probably, what happened with Hitler, he probably started dealing with them drugs. And by the time, this kind of information, you can't deal with no drugs, especially a drug like that, because you'll stop getting download. So he probably stopped getting the download. But that's what he was trying to figure out, the trees. And it stopped when immediately he assumed that it was color. It wasn't color. It was a tree line, like it was a tree, family tree. Everybody family tree different, and it's different, but it's the same. And so you got these low vibrations, like you got a tree. That's when zodiacs is vitally important, almost not vitally, but it's kind of important. Not like go study zodiacs, but I'm saying like what chakra you is. And the chakra, the tree is basically full of chakras, and you just gotta notice the chakras and who is over the root chakra, Satan, right? That's what they would say. Well, you know, in a study, in a study that I did a long time ago with people. But that's the way it's lined up, though. It's really like that. It look like this thing right here. I keep forgetting the name of this thing. But that little thing that's shaped like this right here, that little thing people be using in China and stuff, older countries use, we need to use that. Our country need to start taking on and embracing that because that's what's keeping us so. We the only country to talk about this is ghost, this is spirit, and demons is coming out. And, that's all fine and good, but we the youngest country in the world, and it shows. Just put it that way. And, and I don't do magic. I don't do black magic. Now everybody around me might do it, but I know about it because I kept getting attacked from it my whole life. So I could protect myself from it, but I ain't gotta protect myself from it because God protect me from it. And let me show you a trick. I done said this before. I'm gonna say it again. When you're an angel and you haven't descended to witch and warlock mode, you don't have to protect yourself. God will. Because I would say it would be good if you do, but if if I do, then my real science of it will be voided. So let's say this right here is magic already in place for me. Well, if I do magic, black magic, to protect myself, both of these is magic. And let's say I'm getting attacked one way, but it's like a different source of energy. Like, and when it comes to this kind of magic, it's in the alchemy, the difference in the alchemy. Well, let's say one of these magics is a scent. I need to hide my scent from the wickedness that somebody is sending to me. Well, God gonna do it for me. If I do magic to hide my scent, you gotta think incense and this and that, I don't know. That ain't what I'm talking about. If God wanna hide my scent, God already hiding my scent, but if I throw something in it to hide my scent, this is God's scent right here hiding me. If I throw some magic, even if it's good magic for me, I'm an angel now. Even if it's good magic, God gonna take his scent away. Oh, you already know how to protect yourself in that department, so you don't need my protection. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't gonna overwork himself. So that's how that works. And since I ain't dropped down that witch or warlock mode, I ain't got no business even doing it. Because when I had somebody visit me a long time ago, they started trying to I said, don't do that in my house. They were like, they say you're high hunting, this and that. I said, it don't matter. They ain't gonna say they scared of me. They don't bother me. They ain't gonna bother you. They entertaining, actually. I said, I ain't never felt nothing. And she jumped a few times, got scared, heard a few noises, but then she got used to it and realized that she wasn't gonna do no bad, man. She was trying to do some protection. You ain't gotta do that shit, hell. I said, ain't nothing wrong with this house. I said, just look bad. The person who owns don't want to fix it. Got plenty of money to fix it, don't want to fix it. He's too busy to worry about everybody else doing stuff for everybody else, but that ain't what he's doing. There's something about this. I think it's like a Mason house or some shit. And it's supposed to stay like this. I think it's, if anything, I think it's bugged with a lot of stuff. And like me, I would tear it down. But it's like, if I tear this house down, I'm gonna tear down a bunch of hidden cameras in this house. But anyway, like I said though, back to historians, I got off the subject. If you're a historian though, you got molecules in you, and you got a monitor spirit that follow you everywhere you go. So most of the people who left inheritance and like they're dead, a lot of people don't even know they're Hysterian. Don't even matter what race you are, color you are. And they're killing these people, they're taking these people out. And it's like God fixing it where I've been analyzing it, and I don't even think it's a royalty thing. It's like somehow everybody who got sacrificed for their property is got a historian, like got a monitor spirit around them, and it's bringing straight up chaos to the family who had anything to do with it. So it's like, so what I've been noticing in the situation by just praying and meditating and staying here, I ain't getting no love. Don't nobody come to me. I ain't met nobody in talk. I had it's one Liam be trying to reach out to me, but I think she joking or something. Like I think it's part of a movie or some shit. But but she care for me though. But I don't think it's something weird with that. She'll text and then all of a sudden it's like somebody start texting her in my place and she'll stop texting all the way around. She might text one time a year, once or twice a year. She'll text once or twice a year. And that's the only outside information that I done got since 2017. I've been by myself. I got my brother and my pop here, but hell, it's almost like they watching me, like cameras, but not in no bad way or nothing like that. Just we ain't really like family, man. They all might be like family with each other, but it's almost like I just always been watched. So since I was little, so at this point I'm used to it. It ain't really been like you can't do nothing around. They gonna act. They gonna go off and do. They got family to be with. They got people they can be with. They can go to other homes that they own that they really don't own, and be loving and family with them. And it's like I always had to be in this house to be watched. Ever since I was little, so it don't bother me. That's how I know I ain't been able to do nothing since 2017 because it was like I was already stuck in a bad position, but this time I'm completely. This time I'm completely. I was always stuck in a bad position, but I was always able to do sub work and stuff like that. Mingle, go out. But now, when somebody sold their soul, it took what little other freedom I had away as well. So it got me stuck. But that's it, though. That's it. That's it, y'all. But otherwise, I feel like a little rouch. Ain't nothing happening different. I do your little test. For me, not even the little test. For me, it's a boat rapture. Because I don't get to keep nothing nowhere. I just can feel stuff. It's like, I don't get to feel stuff. So it's like this little piece of thing right here. It's like it go in me and it go to the destination that it is from, and then it go out of me and go back to a store. And it's been like that my whole life. I know it's been like that because my women used to tell me. My women noticed it before anybody, but I didn't know what they were talking about. Especially Lucy. Because Lucy was a loosey-goosey. And, and Lucy knew. She used to tell me, I'd be like, what are you talking about? She used to always say, when we were always having encounters, she used to always say she felt different. And whatever it was, made her feel good. But she thought I was doing something. And she actually thought I would put magic on them. I guess she know now I ain't, because she with people. And now they do put magic on them. So, every woman I would get with would react that I really got with physically. They would react a certain way. And after a while, I started being skeptical and like, what is going on? Because a lot of them would think I was doing magic on them. But whatever they said, they would tell me, I'm just not going to say on here, they would tell me, I done said enough when they said they feel like I was healing them. I ain't healing them women. I mean, I don't know if that's true. Don't take that. Y'all hear that out there. Don't take that to the bank, though. I know they start looking better. I just noticed when they with me and they ain't going here and going there and going here, 'cause I don't share my energy. Why you with me? For that little window of time, even if it's a few days, you ain't gonna go off shit with somebody else, come over here. I ain't gonna do that 'cause we ain't gonna be together but for the weekend. Wait till my weekend over and go on back to business. That's how it was, so they would be like, now if it was longer than that, they knew the deal already by this time because we all from the hood. So let's say they billed me for about a month or 3 months. They start changing and looking better. But hell, I showed y'all that on the internet, how you can just shake hands with folk. And that's how they probably be healing. You can just look at your skin. I told folk, when you be with somebody, you can just look in the skin. You just look in the skin. You just look in the skin. I was thinking about this dude that always be all like looking crazy with that tank top on. I ain't watched his videos in a while. It's funny. I ain't been in the laughing mode. But I noticed when I was young, they would look different. And they would look better. Because the girls would bring this up to me. And they swore up and down I wasn't doing no magic. I don't know how to do no black magic. I do now because I had to study. Because I was like, I want to know. 2 women left me that I just had no clue about, and I really wanted to know what happened. So I did my own investigating. I found out them boys were doing that to their tool and putting it in the garden. And them women thought the forest was magical. It was magical, all right. It was sprinkled with some fairy dust. the girl, when them women listen, man, if you got some good one, them women be at to throw it off, bro. Like their eyes start looking like that man be looking, and I be looking sometimes. With that tank top on YouTube, that white tank top on, we be like this. Looking mad. Man, looking crazy though, like. They looking like you just don't do it for them no more. And they trying to get back to Jordan. That's that fairy dust. Man, that's how they sold, sacrifice you, take your child and sell it to them. Whatever them dudes be doing to women, bro. I had to tell one girl, because I knew the guy she was dealing with. I said, I know you're lying. I know that guy. I know you're lying. Because that guy nasty. That guy contaminated real bad. And been contaminated since 1999 or either 2000. And he ain't slowed down yet. And everybody that done been with him leave his ass. That guy innocent. But some of these women just so perplexed, paralyzed by what they see, they can't even tell if something damaged when they're looking at it. Because some people so damaged, it might look good to you because it's deformed. The trees got mold and funguses growing all over. And it might, yeah, honey. That's what I turn into One Punch Man when he be sweating and looking side to side. Get on somewhere. Anyway.